Hello, everyone. My name is Danny. This review is for the movie called Last Christmas. This is a 2019 film. It is rated PG 13. It runs an hour and 43 minutes, and it stars Madison Ingoldsby, Emma Thompson, Boris Isakovich, Lucy Miller, Amelia Clark, Maxim Baldry, Margaret Clooney, John Luke Roberts, Michelle Yeoh, Bilal Zafar, Patty LuPone, Lydia Leonard, Henry Golding, Michael Addo, and Peter Magin. There you go. Just read them all. And the description is Kate is a young woman subscribed to bad decisions. Working as an elf in a year round Christmas store is not good for the wannabe singer. However, she meets Tom there. Her life takes a new turn. For Kate, it seems too good to be true. This is Last Christmas. Well, I just messed that all up, but we're back to normal here. Thank you. Hello, everyone. Finally get to review this Christmas movie that was out in theaters. I wanted to go see it in theaters. Don't know why I didn't, so I'm watching it here months later. And it's what I thought it was going to be a little bit, but has a huge turn. I'm not going to give the huge turn away, but I'm going to review it as well as I can here. First off, I'd like to say how nice of a Christmas movie this really is. It has nice music. It makes you feel good with the season. Even in April or later this year, if you watch this movie, you'll have a good feeling of the sense of Christmas and just have a good feeling inside. Just the environment that they're in is really nice. So that's the first thing off the top. I gotta kind of turn to the negative next. The language in this movie is just it's just out of place. I just don't know why movies like this that have so much potential have to have language or inappropriate jokes or sexual innuendos the whole time, and they have a character who's sleeping around, and they have other characters who are just don't even understand what half these dirty things mean. So that's supposedly funny, and I'll admit that I was laughing through most of this movie because of how just, I don't know, kind of odd the humor is. It's just stuff you haven't really heard before. It's an interesting take on the humor. But I just wish that it would have been a clean movie with a nice message and a nice story. It would have been in a totally complete other category than what it is. But with the inappropriateness, this really does kind of put a damper on this movie for me. And I just got to be honest about that because, when you turn to a movie that's like this with the Christmas theme and the nice characters and, just a nice little good feeling about things, you kind of wish it was, a little bit more clean so that you could really enjoy it and watch it many times over. So I don't think this is going to be that kind of movie for me going forward, because that's like my biggest criticism here. The characters feed off of each other well. The story is structured very well. There's lots of twists with where our main character is going and what she's doing and what's really wrong with her and what's it gonna take to get her snapped out of her funk. There's lots of good questions going on the whole time. It keeps you intrigued. It keeps you, connected, and I think that's great. Everything else about this movie is really good. Um, I think if somebody were to actually say out loud what the ending was, like I said, I'm not going to give it away, but if you talk it out to yourself in plain terms, I don't think it makes much sense. It's a big idea of a twist, and it's shocking, and I didn't think it was coming the way it was going to come. how can I say this? When you have a love story and you're going to end it, and that kind of a movie, that's fine. You know, especially people my age, we're always wondering, you know, like, we don't need a happy ending. That's fine. It's still sort of happy, which is great. But I don't know. You just kind of have to have it make sense. Maybe if you're going to say that stuff that happened before your movie starts, like whatever happened before that, if you're not going to give complete instruction and explanation of what happened before then, you can't just have something happen that is due to those circumstances in your movie and not have us understand. That doesn't work. You know, like, you can't just assume that everybody knows what's going on, especially when it's such a big idea. I mean, I'm really a fan of what they did in this movie, but it's not going to make much sense, especially if you talk it out. So I'm not going to do that here, but take away from the ending what you will. I think it's confusing as heck, and I think that people are going to be really either like, "Oh my gosh, what an ending," or they're going to hate it because it makes no sense whatsoever. So I'm kind of on the borderline for that, but I love what she does with the homeless in this movie. That's all I'll say about that. I won't give away too much there. And everything looking back, I guess, makes a little bit sense, but the whole movie has a complete idea. And I think it's interesting. I think people are going to react differently to it, and that's always great. And I think it has a lot of feel good moments, and I think people are gonna like that also. It's about Christmas. It has nice music, has good characters. I'm gonna give Last Christmas a B, and I think it really deserves that. And I think that everybody should check this out if you have a chance, and at least see it once. And tell me what you think about it. Let me know in the comments. A B for Last Christmas. Thanks a lot, guys. My name is Danny. If you like this or any of my other videos, try and give some of them a watch. Like and subscribe to my channel if you would. Enjoy movies. Thanks, guys.